Hey everyone, welcome back to English Podcast Every Day. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Today, we're talking about something we all do, but all do differently. Daily life.
That's right. And speaking of daily life, Jack, you look like you're having a rough start. Did you stay up late again? You have dark circles under your eyes.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, I'm a total night owl, Emma. I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching that new sci-fi series. I just couldn't turn it off. So this morning when the alarm went off, it felt like a nightmare.
Oh no, let me guess. The snooze battle?
Oh, it was a war. I hit the snooze button at least 6 times. Every time it rang, I thought, just 5 more minutes and I'll be a new man. Spoiler alert, I wasn't. I finally crawled out of bed at 8:30.
8:30? Jack, by 8:30 I've already finished my workout and had my second cup of tea. You know I'm a morning person, or a morning lark, as some people say.
I don't know how you do it. Tell me, what does a perfect Emma morning look like? Give our listeners some tips.
Well, I wake up at 6 a.m. And notice I said wake up. I don't stay in bed. I get up immediately. I think the key is to not check your phone first thing in the morning.
Wait, no phone? No Instagram? No emails? That's impossible. I spend at least 20 minutes scrolling through my feed before I even move my legs.
That's your first mistake. It drains your energy. Instead, I drink a glass of lemon water, do some light stretching or yoga, and then I jump in the shower. It really wakes me up.
Jump in the shower? I love that expression. It sounds so energetic. I usually stumble into the shower and stand there for 10 minutes trying to remember my own name.
You're hopeless. And what about breakfast? Do you at least have a hearty breakfast?
I wish. Because I wasted time hitting snooze, I had to rush. I just grabbed a granola bar and ran out the door. I'm actually starving right now.
See? That's the difference. I took my time to make an omelet and some avocado toast. I like to sit down and enjoy my meal without looking at a screen. It's very peaceful.
Okay, you win. You're a productivity queen. But tell me, for our listeners, what's the main difference between wake up and get up? You mentioned it earlier.
It's a common mistake. Wake up is the moment you stop sleeping and open your eyes. You can wake up at 7, but stay in bed until 8. Get up is the physical action of leaving the bed and starting your day.
Got it. So I woke up at 7, but I didn't get up until my boss called me at 8:45.
Exactly. Maybe tomorrow you can try to set your alarm across the room. That way you have to get up to turn it off.
That's a good tip, but I'd probably just throw a pillow at it. Anyway, once I finally managed to get dressed and find my keys, the real challenge began. The journey to the office.
So, Jack, after you finally found your keys and ran out the door, how was the commute? I'm guessing it wasn't a smooth ride.
It was a nightmare, Emma. A total disaster. I usually take the subway, but today there was a delay. The platform was packed with people. I felt like a sardine in a can.
That's the worst. I actually prefer driving to work, even though the traffic jams can be pretty bad. It gives me some me time. I usually listen to a podcast, like ours, or an audiobook while I'm stuck in traffic.
I tried to do that too, but when the train is that crowded, I'm just trying to survive. I finally made it to the office 15 minutes late. My boss didn't say anything, but he gave me the look. You know, that why are you like this look.
Oh, I know that look. So, once you sat down at your desk, did the hectic schedule begin?
Immediately, my inbox was overflowing.
I had to check my emails and reply to at least 20 urgent messages before I could even have my second coffee. It felt like I was putting out fires all morning.
Putting out fires. That's a great idiom. It means dealing with urgent problems instead of doing your planned work. My morning was a bit more organized. I like to make a to-do list as soon as I arrive. It helps me prioritize my tasks.
I wish I was that organized. I usually just dive into work and hope for the best. By 11 a.m., I was already swamped. I had 2 back-to-back meetings.
Meetings can be such a time sink if they aren't productive. We had a brainstorming session today, which was actually quite fun. We came up with some out-of-the-box ideas for our new project.
Oh, out of the box. I love that. Thinking creatively, right? For me, it was more about meeting deadlines. I had a report due at noon, so I was typing like a crazy person.
Did you manage to finish it on time?
Just barely. I submitted it at 11:59. After that, I felt like I needed a huge break. My brain was fried.
I bet. That's the thing about the daily grind, isn't it? It can be exhausting if you don't take a second to breathe. But hey, at least you're getting things done.
True. But by the time I looked at the clock, it was already 1 p.m. My stomach was growling so loud my coworkers could hear it.
Well, that sounds like the perfect time to talk about the best part of the workday, the lunch break. I can hear your stomach growling from here, Jack. After that meeting marathon, you definitely deserved a break. So, did you head out for lunch, or did you bring a lunchbox?
Oh, you know me, Emma. Since I was rushing this morning, I didn't have time to prep my meal. So I ordered takeout with a few colleagues. We went to that new taco place around the corner.
Oh, I love that place. It's a great spot to grab a bite. I'm the opposite, though. I usually meal prep on Sundays, so I brought a healthy quinoa salad today. It saves me a lot of money, and it's much healthier.
Oh, you're so disciplined. I really need to start doing that. But honestly, the best part wasn't the food. It was finally getting away from my computer screen. We spent the whole hour catching up.
That's so important. Taking a break isn't just about eating. It's about recharging your social battery. Did you guys talk about work the whole time?
We tried not to. We mostly did some small talk about the weekend plans and the latest football match. It's nice to just chat and not worry about deadlines for a while.
I agree. At my office, we usually go for a quick walk after lunch, just 15 minutes around the block to get some fresh air. It really helps with that afternoon slump. You know, that feeling when you get really sleepy around 2 or 3 p.m.?
Ah, the afternoon slump is my biggest enemy. I usually need another cup of coffee to get through the rest of the day.
Careful with the caffeine, Jack. But tell me, do you find it easy to do small talk? Some of our listeners find it tricky to start a conversation in English.
It was hard at first, but I learned a few go-to questions, like, "How's your day going?" or "Any plans for the weekend?" It's not about having a deep conversation. It's just about breaking the ice.
Exactly. And it makes the workplace feel much more friendly. Speaking of friendly, I ran into an old friend on my way back to the office. We haven't seen each other in months, so we decided to hang out this weekend.
That's awesome. It's funny how a simple workday can turn into a social event. But sadly, all good things must end. Once 2 p.m. hit, I had to get back to the grind.
True, but that social interaction usually gives me enough energy to power through the final few hours of work.
Man, Emma, by the time 5 p.m. rolled around, I was ready to call it a day. I was so exhausted, I could have slept on the subway ride home.
I know that feeling. The commute back home always feels longer than the one in the morning, doesn't it?
Way longer. And the worst part is, when I finally walked through the door, I realized my apartment was a mess. I didn't have any clean plates.
Oh no, the classic struggle. That's the thing about living alone. The chores never do themselves. Did you have a mountain of laundry waiting for you too?
Don't even get me started. I had to do the laundry, wash the dishes, and take out the trash. I felt like a robot. I just wanted to kick back and relax, but the house had other plans.
I feel you. I usually try to tidy up for 15 minutes as soon as I get home. If I don't do it immediately, I'll never do it. I call it giving a gift to my future self.
Tidy up? That's like a quick cleaning, right? Not a deep clean?
Exactly. Just putting things back in their places. After that, I get started on dinner. I find cooking quite therapeutic after a long day at the office.
Therapeutic? Emma, you're an alien. For me, cooking is just another chore. I was so tired tonight that I almost ordered takeout again, but I remembered my bank account and decided to whip up some pasta instead.
Whip up is a great phrasal verb. It means to make something very quickly and easily.
Yeah, it was just pasta and jarred sauce. Nothing fancy. While the water was boiling, I checked my mail and watered my dying plants. Then I finally sat down to eat.
Did you watch TV while eating?
Guilty. I binge-watched 3 episodes of that show I mentioned. It's my way of unwinding. But then I looked at the time and realized it was already 10 p.m. and I still hadn't showered.
See, that's where the evening flow gets tricky. If you start mindlessly watching TV, time just disappears. I prefer to listen to some chill music and maybe do some light reading while I eat.
I envy your focus, Emma. My evening feels like a race against the clock until I finally hit the sofa.
So, Jack, you said it was 10 p.m., you hadn't showered, and you were midway through a series. Did you actually go to bed, or did you fall into the black hole?
Oh, Emma, I fell. I fell hard. After my shower, I crawled into bed and I told myself, Jack, you'll just check your notifications for 2 minutes.
We all know how this ends. 2 minutes turned into
2 hours. I started by checking a text. Then I saw a video of a cat playing the piano. Then I was watching a tutorial on how to build a house out of mud in the jungle. And suddenly it was 1 a.m. I was doom scrolling, Emma. I couldn't stop.
doom scrolling. That's a perfect word for it. It's when you keep scrolling through bad news or useless content, even though it makes you feel anxious or tired. Jack, your blue light exposure must have been through the roof.
My eyes were burning, and my brain was buzzing. I felt like a zombie. And then I saw your Instagram story. You were posting a picture of a candle and a book titled The Art of Inner Peace at 9:30 p.m. Who are you?
Hey, that's my self-care routine. I'm very strict about my winding down process. At 9 p.m., I put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode and keep it in the living room.
In the living room? What if there's an emergency? What if the Jungle Mud House guy uploads a part 2?
The jungle can wait until morning, Jack. I like to do my skincare routine first. You know, cleansers, moisturizers, the whole thing. It's like a signal to my body that the day is over. Then I light a scented candle and read a few pages of a book. It helps me fall asleep much faster.
See, I tried that skincare thing once. I put on some cream I found in the bathroom, but it turned out to be my roommate's extra strong foot balm. My face felt like it was on fire for 3 hours. Not very relaxing.
Jack, you have to read the labels. That's not self-care, that's self-sabotage.
Exactly. So there I was at 1:15 a.m. with minty fresh cheeks, staring at the ceiling and trying to get some shut-eye. But because I was so wired from the phone,
I kept tossing and turning.
That's because you didn't give your brain a chance to recharge. I always try to reflect on the day before I close my eyes. I think of 3 things I'm grateful for. It puts me in a positive mindset for the next morning.
My 3 things were pasta, the cat piano video, the fact that tomorrow is almost Friday.
Well, at least it's a start. But seriously, Jack, a good night's sleep is the foundation of a productive daily life. If you don't recharge your batteries, you'll just be a zombie again tomorrow.
You're right. I need to set a bedtime and actually stick to it. No more mud houses at midnight. I need to hit the hay by 11 p.m. at the latest.
Hit the hay. Another classic. It just means to go to bed. Well, I hope our listeners have better habits than you do, Jack. Wow, what a day. We went from Jack's snooze button battle to his midnight mud house videos. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a miracle I'm still standing, Emma. But honestly, talking it out makes me realize how much daily life vocabulary we actually use without even thinking about it.
Exactly. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. Today we covered everything from morning larks and night owls to the daily grind at work and the importance of unwinding at night.
And don't forget my favorite, hitting the hay. I'm definitely planning to do that earlier tonight. No more doom scrolling for me.
I'll believe it when I see it, Jack. But seriously, guys, your daily routine is the secret to a happy life. Whether you like to whip up a fancy breakfast or just grab a bite on the way out, the goal is to make it work for you.
Well said, Emma. And to our listeners, what about you? Are you a morning person like Emma or a zombie until coffee person like me? We want to hear your favorite daily life phrases.
Leave a comment below or send us a message. We love reading about your routines. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to English Podcast Every Day.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. It really helps to hear these words in a real conversation, doesn't it? Practice makes perfect.
It sure does. Well, it's time for us to call it a day. I'm going to go enjoy my evening ritual.
And I'm going to, well, try not to break my phone.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Catch you later. Bye.